You guys ready? Finally, fucking get a recording done. Even though me and Sam are about to fucking make out.
Unsatisfying result to get to this point.
We're about to make out.
Yep. So if you guys couldn't tell, we're using now one microphone.
Yeah, we kind of can't even look at the we gotta put it like there.
Okay.
I think that's the best way.
Yeah,
Turn it
yeah,
up a tiny bit
front.
more. There you go.
Cool.
All right, so everyone, welcome back to the Mildly Appropriate Podcast, episode 15. Today we have a little bit of a downgrade of our quality of content here.
It's an upgrade and a downgrade.
Yeah, so we actually got a mixer for our audio. You're going to probably tell it sounds a lot better, but as you can see, me and Sam only have one mic. For some reason, the mixer with some of our mics, they suck. Blue, we're going to have a big problem. I'll be contacting you shortly, so if anyone in the podcast who listens wants to complain with us, just leave a comment on their product and tell them how the Mildly Appropriate Podcast is having some issues.
Yeah, true. Very true.
Yeah.
Don't forget, if you guys are trying to support us, leave comments, drop likes, subscribe if you haven't already, and make sure you're hitting that little icon for the notifications so you get notified when we upload our videos once a week. Ideally, we're trying to get back on the grind.
Yeah,
the grind is key.
We're gonna start grinding. Again, it's been for you guys, it's only been like a week since our last video, but
Yeah.
we've actually haven't recorded in a little
I think
bit.
almost over a month, really.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you were on vacation and some stuff. We were doing some bullshit.
Yeah.
You can find us on Stitcher, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and also on YouTube. Here you are. So if you can see us. So we're gonna be getting into some really dirty stuff today.
Super.
Getting
Some
down
really
and dirty.
inappropriate
Getting
stuff.
down and dirty.
Shout out to our beautiful, our number one listener on the podcast.
Yep. He's two things. One, it's his birthday today, so happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Happy
bro. Happy fucking
birthday.
Number two, he's taking over our Twitter page, so
Yes.
we'll be controlling our tweets, pushing our social medias, because we need that. We need that to be done so we get more eyes.
Our beautiful welcome to the team.
How are we going to pay him?
Oh, we won't.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Whew, thank
How do you
God.
think we paid for his mixer? That was his whole
He already
salary.
paid through taxes, right? I mean,
That was his whole
him
salary.
being in the military
mixer.
and all, so.
The mixer was his salary.
yeah. Happy birthday, Ryan.
Also-
go with God.
Also, we're bringing back the vibes. We got the posty thing. As you can see, I got the Teddy Fresh hoodie and the Teddy Fresh hat on.
Also, you know that when you're talking to them, you can't look at the screen. You have to look at the camera.
Oh, I forgot the camera's right there.
Right.
Yeah, we changed some angles too. So I got the Teddy Fresh sweatshirt on, Teddy Fresh hat, and also the Post Malone signature on here. I'll be seeing Post Malone tomorrow night. I'm really excited.
He's going to be there, too?
No, Friday night. Sorry. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm going to the concert Friday night. Tomorrow is Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, Friday night.
Damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
Good stuff. Yeah, well
Yeah,
started.
you got a packed little fucking weekend here.
I know, dude. I'm excited. Big Post fan. Second time seeing him. Great live. Anyone who's thinking about going to see him, do it.
Yeah, it's pretty epic.
We're happy to be back, by the way. I feel like it's just been
I
weird.
don't really get rap concerts.
He's not a rapper.
What is he?
He's a singer.
Really?
Yeah, he does mostly. I mean, I guess he's like a mix of everything.
Oh.
I wouldn't consider him like a soul rapper.
Also, sorry, I'm a little down under the weather today. That's why I'm so nasally.
Yeah. Well, that's
Oh,
nothing new.
jeez.
Yeah, nothing new.
Yeah, I don't think I sound. Do I sound nasally normally?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Oh, you think so?
No, I don't think so. Danny, so first thing I want to ask you is, how was your trip?
That was
I don't
pretty
even
good.
think Sam knows about it.
I know that.
Yeah, I went to Tennessee. It was a really good time. I went down with the boys and, I don't even know where to start. I went to a strip club.
Wait. Your first time ever being in one?
No.
Oh.
No, I just went to one down there.
How was it?
It was very nice. Had a good time.
Was
Phoenix.
Was it a nude strip club or was it a clothed strip club?
No, it was fully nude because it was a BYOB. So
What does the alcohol have to do with it?
if you serve, well, this is New York law at least, but if you serve alcohol, typically you can't go fully nude at a strip club.
I didn't know that.
The only one that I've ever been to had both. It was nude and they served alcohol. So
Who's enforcing those laws? You
I've
know
never
what I
been
mean?
to a strip club.
I don't know.
Unless maybe I'm wrong because that's not the first time I've heard this, so I'm probably wrong. You never been to a strip club?
No, never been to a strip club.
They're okay. I mean,
I feel like everyone went when they first turned 18, and I just wasn't interested.
I went for Ryan's 18th birthday.
There you go.
It was pretty sick. It
is
was
what it is,
It was
right?
like just above what I was expecting it to be, and I'm like, all right, I
yeah,
enjoyed myself.
it's cool, but it's easy to lose money. Sorry, that was gross.
Oh yeah, it's definitely easy to lose money.
Yeah.
Don't you
What
have
I
to
didn't-
spend money?
I was
pretty
gonna
much?
say what I didn't know going in was that like they're expecting you if you're sitting there enjoying the show, they're expecting you to be paying
Yeah.
the entire time.
Yep.
Which like I did, I was fine with, but I didn't realize after the fact. I'm like, whoa,
spent a lot of money,
$60
dude.
flies real fast.
Oh yeah.
Dude, me and Sam could kiss so easily right now.
Oh.
Look how close we are. Holy shit.
gosh.
Guys, you excited?
Whoa.
I wanted to do a quick check-in on how you guys are doing with your physical activity and your workout.
It's non-existent, but I'm eating better.
Oh, good.
I'm doing fasting now. which I was doing before, but much more strict. So I only eat once a day.
Oh, at least you're sticking to it. I didn't know if you were actually. Still
Well,
on
after
it.
Tennessee, like, dude, Tennessee, by the way, whoo, those fuckers can fucking cook. But after that, I was like, wow, I gained a good amount of weight when I came back. So then now I'm pretty much back to where I was before I left. And then I started doing intermittent fasting like kind of heavily this week. And now I'm back to where I was. Should keep going down.
Any updates, Sam?
I've stopped going to the gym because I normally do the same thing I always do, which is I get like a decent amount of results, and then I just cut it. Because
I thought you were about to do like a
this is
list
good
off.
enough.
I stopped going to the gym. I stopped eating food.
Yeah, right.
I got depressed.
I mean,
Just
I'm trying to
fucking-
cut sugar out of my diet, but otherwise I'm eating pretty clean because I don't know. I normally do. My diet's not normally anything crazy. I started going to badminton again, which I'm ecstatic
nice.
about.
I heard about that. That's awesome.
I'm getting real good real quick. So,
That's good.
Your role is pretty damn good. I mean, he's always been a big badminton guy.
Yeah.
I was the ping pong one.
I do have a badminton story.
Oh,
Really?
jeez. Oh,
I do.
Let's hear it.
Rare.
So I was in high school and we were playing badminton and
In gym class.
in gym class. And so I was doing pretty well. I was still pretty big in high school, but not as big now. But so I'm doing like pretty well.
Coke dealer too, right?
Hitting the thing. I was Coke dealer as well. So and so I dive for the fucking, what is it called? Like a bird or something?
Yeah, birdie.
Birdie. And
Shuttlecock?
I dive for it. The shuttlecock, that's what it is.
Yeah.
I fucking whack it, and I fell. So I fall, I land on my knees, and like it kind of drags my pants off. So I'm like sliding on the gym floor. My pants and underpants have fallen off, like slid down to my ankle.
Hold on. They dragged off of you as you slid on the gym floor.
Yeah, like I landed, and then like I guess I was still moving forward, but they were like pinned down, so they like flew off. And so my fucking entire ass and balls were like literally facing like the stands in the gym. So Mr. McHugh, I can't even say his name.
I don't care. I love
Okay,
him.
yeah,
I think
he's
he's
great.
retired
He was
now.
great.
He's retired
Him-
now.
Almost every attractive female in my gym class, everybody saw like my whole package, my fucking ass.
Were they impressed or not impressed?
No, I mean McHugh was like, yeah, how about you take it easy? And I was like, okay.
Take it easy.
So I didn't have to fucking play badminton ever again, but yeah,
pretty awesome.
It was pretty embarrassing, but it's all right. I mean, it's kind of it's relieving in a way because it's like, okay, now that everything's out there, I have
Careful
nothing
with
to
the
hide.
mics, Danny.
Oh shit!
You'd think
okay.
we'd learn. You'd think
Well,
we'd learn.
I'm passionate. I like to talk. I like to move.
Well,
We should
just
get like a
take
table
them
slapper
above
for
the
you, like a
table.
soft like table
A
thing.
table over here so I can slap.
Yeah. Next episode we will have another mic fix, and Blue will hopefully
Okay.
be handling some of that. Yeah.
Yeah, seriously. Refund us with something
Should we get?
better.
I think we should get better mics. Anyway,
I agree.
And cameras.
Yeah.
We need
This
a
is
lot.
not a sponsorship. This is the opposite.
This is
We're
the
fucking
opposite.
bashing the shit out of you.
Right.
It's deserved.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
It
deserved.
is deserving. Yeah.
We've had problems with these for a while now.
The
Not
whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Danny sounds like he's in a tunnel.
Right.
Not mucusy, but in a tunnel.
Yeah.
Oh, so I was gonna update you on this. As you guys know, I just inherited my grandfather's car, his Cadillac,
yeah.
2003.
Deserves a clap.
Well,
did I know about this?
there's bad news.
Oh shit.
The bad news is there's a brake fluid leak.
Oh,
told
right.
you, dude.
So I can't
told you-
drive this.
I told you to just trade it in and get a lease, a cheap lease.
Well, the
Oh,
thing is,
then yeah, you told me about
the
yeah.
thing is like there's rust on this car that we think is what caused it. So most likely, according to the internet, it's the master cylinder, which is like the thing that controls the fluid that goes in and out for the brake lines. Unfortunately, it's not just like a brake line being broken. It's like the master cylinder having a leak.
Oh,
It
jeez.
could just be that it needs like a new little what are those little grommets, like a little rubber piece, or it could need to be replaced. Either way, it's not like the end of the world. But I mean, essentially, it costs me nothing to inherit this car.
Yeah,
so
that's
like,
true.
I'm not,
Right.
you know.
I wanted
Not
to
complaining.
tell a quick
Is it a
story.
nice Cadillac?
Oh yeah, it's okay. So the thing about
Oh,
Cadillacs
I got
is
that
like,
cassette thing for you.
oh right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's right. Somewhere.
I gotta double check, make sure that works. So like the thing about old Cadillacs is like they kind of just fully loaded all of them. The only thing it's missing is like a sunroof.
Oh,
So it's got every adjustable bit of the seats. You know, it's got memory sets, so you can like set profiles for like
Even for 2000
where the
wow,
wheel
that's
is and
surprising. For
everything.
2003, wow,
it
that's
changes
crazy.
like the radio station, the whole thing.
holy
yeah,
shit.
yeah. It's
That's like new
pretty
cars
nice.
have that shit.
Right,
That's
right.
crazy.
Wow.
I want to tell
Yeah.
a quick story about the workout stuff before we
for
went
it.
any further. So I was at the gym the other day, and I was walking towards our we have like a turf area at the gym, and I was just kind of paying attention there. I walked by this guy, and our feet swipe like our shoes. So I don't think anything of it. I'm like, whatever. I just keep walking. All of a sudden, I hear a yell. He's like, "Yo, buddy!" And I'm like, "The fuck?" This guy's like, "Oh, well, watch where you're going, or say excuse me." And I'm like, We both swiped each other. He didn't say anything. I didn't say anything. It was like
what do you mean by swipe?
like shoes like skimmed each other, like a nice skim, and that was it. Just like
Okay.
we walked by each other.
and you
so-
you didn't go like my bad or sorry or anything.
I didn't even like notice it happened. It was that faint. Like it was like a barely touched. So then I'm like, oh shit. So I like wrap back around. And I'm like, yo man, like sorry about that. Like went to shake his hand. I was like, I didn't mean to like get in your way or anything. And he totally just like blows me off. He's like, whatever, dude, and just like fucking keeps walking. So I'm like, that guy's a roid rager, big dude,
where was this at?
huge.
In
My
the
gym.
gym?
Yeah. So looked like a roid rager for sure. So then I go to my trainer. I'm like, dude, some fucking asshole just like blew up or something. He's like roid rage to the max. And he goes, let me guess, it's that dude over there in the white shirt. I'm like, there's 100 people in the gym. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? Like, how do you know that? He's like, oh, that guy like went to jail for like beating his ex-wife. I'm like, holy fuck, dude.
Damn.
He's like, yeah,
Damn.
don't fucking ever interact with him again. I'm like, yeah, not going near that guy. It was a very weird situation, but
Dude, I mean, like, I'm sorry, I forgot to ask you, how's your workout?
oh, great.
Routine?
Oh, yeah,
Great.
right,
So you
great.
have a trainer now, right?
I feel like the trainer thing is great for me because I have a really hard time staying with it, which
Okay.
maybe would help you. But if I have to pay for it those 2 days out of the week that I have to go, it's like if I don't go, I'm just fucking wasting money. So I might as well do it.
Right.
So I've gained like 8 pounds now.
Wow,
I went
that's
from
pretty good.
I went from like one. I think I said in the podcast like 139 or something. I'm like 148 now. So
Holy
like
shit!
yeah, like
that's,
two
that's a lot
2
of
months,
weight.
3 months or something. I've gained like a lot of weight. So
Good.
We're
Guess we're
eventually
gonna
we're gonna see Ryan on here
oh
at
dude,
some
he
point.
Oh,
he
yeah.
got fucking big.
Yeah, he gained a lot of weight.
I've seen.
he's
I've
gonna
seen.
make us look real small.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
It's gonna be great.
big time. I'll still fight him.
I don't know about me.
Yeah,
but-
yeah, we'll still fight.
Yeah, let's still fight him. I have another shout out besides Ryan actually, and I have a story about this shout out that
Cool.
Danny has not heard. You are aware of. One of my favorite stories of my entire high school career that I'm surprised I haven't told Danny yet. So my madre will love this one too. So my friend Seth, okay? Seth has always had little trouble with the ladies. Shout out Seth. He has a girlfriend now. She's beautiful. I don't know
Nice.
if anyone knows
Bravo.
yet,
Well
but
done. Well
yeah,
done,
that's
Seth.
it's.
I went to
that-
driving lessons with that guy.
I know, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is
2
weird.
days ago, he is official with his girlfriend, and she is, dude. He did a good job.
So wait, this is a 2-day-old relationship.
Yes, so not
Okay.
crazy yet,
Well,
but
let's
still,
not-
hey,
let's not
that means he was with
up
the
the
girl.
champagne, but-
That means he was with the girl a little bit beforehand,
Yeah,
right? So yeah, that's a start
Right,
for
okay.
him. All right, first relationship.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
gotcha.
Gotta say congrats to that.
Yeah.
Of course.
So this story is involves Seth's senior year. So because I complimented you, I have to bash you, of course. Senior year, he has never like kissed a girl yet, right? So me and my friend were at his house, and Seth's there, and this other girl is with us as well. I don't think you were there. I think Sean was.
I don't even know the story you're talking
You'll
about, so go on.
tell me if
Okay,
interrupt
I'll
me
let
if you
know.
are. All right.
Okay.
So we're sitting in his room, and Seth tells us this, and we already knew, but the girl didn't. And we're like, what? We're like, she's like, what the fuck, Seth? Like, we have to get you to make out with someone. So he's already talking to this girl, and he's like, all right, well, I could go to this girl's house. And if there are any corrections to the story, Seth, just leave them down in the comments. But from what I remember, it's been like 4 years. So,
Good.
so
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
he's like, oh, I can meet up with this girl. So I'm like, I'm getting in my car and I'm driving you to this girl's house right now. So I get in my old Honda Civic, which is like a 2000 Honda Civic.
It's Oh, that one.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So there's that
I was
old.
gonna
Yeah.
say, I
So-
thought you meant your other one. I'm like, that's a 2016. Hello.
Yeah, yeah. So I drive to this girl's house with 4 people in my backseat, or 3 maybe. I think it's 3 in my backseat and Seth. So we drop Seth off, and like, I'm like, oh, Seth, so like, is it just you and her or something? He's like, oh, no, she's having a slumber party with like 10 other women. I'm like, what the fuck? You're going
Yeah,
to make
right.
out with this girl, like a drive-by, some GTA style shit, and go make out with this girl while there's a bunch of girls there. He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, man.
Good luck.
So we pull up to the house, drop him off. We wait at the other side of the cul-de-sac. Do you know Blank Crossing? Where
He doesn't know. Go on.
It doesn't matter.
across from the middle school.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's a cul-de-sac on like some of the
Yes.
ends of there. So
Yep.
yeah. So we're on the other side of the cul-de-sac, away from the house, because we were just chilling, listening to music.
Yeah.
We went to Taco Bell, came back. So we're like, come on, Seth. Like, what the fuck's taking so long? Not answering our phone calls or anything. I finally pull up to their driveway, open the door. Like, I'm the driver. I get out. I go and knock on the door. Everyone else in the car was being lazy. And I'm just sitting there knocking and calling. All of a sudden, I see like lights pulling up behind. And this girl's dad was the district judge. So I see lights pulling up behind me.
Wait. You're saying cop lights?
No, like
Oh,
regular
just like highlight-
car lights. I'm
or
like, all right.
headlights.
I'm like,
Right,
I'm like,
right.
please don't pull
Right.
into. I'm like, please
Gotcha.
don't try to pull in this driveway. I'm blocking the driveway.
Right.
Right.
So I'm like, please don't try to pull in this driveway. They pull up right behind my car. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? So I'm just like a dumbass senior in high school who
Right.
knows this person's dad is the district judge. I just start running to my car.
Uh-huh.
I like jump in my car, doors barely closed, and I throw it into neutral by accident and just rev the shit out of my like 2000 Honda, and it's like ring. It's like the worst noise ever. So then I just throw it into drive and I like skirt away, like tires spinning, and
That's
I
a
like
good look.
I'm
That's a real
I'm
good
fucking calling Seth nonstop. I'm like, yo, you have to get out of this house
Mhm.
because the district judge about to walk in with a bunch of girls and a fucking random guy who's like 2 years older than this girl.
Right.
We're seniors.
could-
He's a sophomore.
He could pull it off. But go
Oh
on.
boy.
Yeah,
Okay.
whatever. So
yeah, it's not that bad, I guess.
so all of a sudden like Seth starts calling me, and he's like yelling, just like screaming. He's like that was the most fucking awkward shit in my life. And we're like, where the fuck are you, dude? All of a sudden, we see this like these 2 feet. It's like middle of the night. These 2 feet just like running across the lawn. We see like our lights shining. It looks like a fucking deer, and he's just sprinting. I mean, he has no idea where he's going. He doesn't see us. We just see these 2 feet. He like gets in our car finally because I'm like, yo, turn around, like get in the car. And he said that the dad walked in like, never made out with a girl. And I'm pretty sure it was like 3 seconds into them making out, the dad walked in and was like, what the fuck is going on? So his first experience ever with making out with a girl is that. That's
rough.
I mean,
that's tough.
I guess we see always had women troubles. That is the worst way to start out.
That
I'm
sucks.
sorry, Seth.
That's pretty rough.
Yeah.
Seth.
So if you guys, you knew that story, didn't you?
I knew of the story. I didn't know all the details. So.
Yeah, dude. That was. Did you ever have like a weird time with your first kiss?
No, not
Mine
really.
was pretty lit.
Oh yeah.
For being honest, yeah.
Was it who
It
I
was
think
at
it was?
Rockathon.
Oh, okay.
Their initials are EK. You might know 'em.
Oh yes, I
can
do.
tell you.
Yes. My
Yeah.
Madre even knows if she thinks about it real hard.
Right.
Trio.
I was like, yeah. I can't complain about that.
No.
It was all thanks to guess who?
No clue. Don't
Our
say.
Brady.
Our Biddy?
Our
Oh,
Biddy.
our beautiful, my man.
Greatest man alive.
I don't know who that is.
The guy who serves our country and
Was that
sponsors
the-
our podcast.
Yes. Twitter.
Oh wait,
my
what'd you
God.
call him?
Our Biddy.
Oh, that
'Cause
well,
it's- yeah.
what?
I
It's
call
all
him
right.
Our
You-
Beautiful.
it's
Yeah, I
been
didn't
a
know.
long-
I didn't know.
Dude, Our Beautiful stuck with me for a while. I love that name.
I feel so bad, man.
Are you saying kiss or like make out?
Make out.
Okay, yeah. So mine first was my first girlfriend.
Right,
That
that
wasn't
makes sense.
weird. It was just
That's,
like
I was gonna
at
say
my
that's
house or
like
some bullshit.
that's most people's.
Yeah,
It's
my
just-
first kiss though was a New Year's kiss with MM.
I don't know. You can probably tell me after. It's okay.
Maddie. That's all you need.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Isn't that
Wow.
crazy? I know. Weird. Yeah. Interesting stuff.
That is interesting.
Mine was some like pretty gross lady in a closet at a party.
Oh,
Yeah,
pretty gross lady.
yeah.
How'd that happen?
Like,
was it
was
spin
she-
the
Well, she
bottle?
wasn't older, but
Oh,
like,
okay.
Was it
I
like a
thought
spin
you
the
meant
bottle
she
kind of
was
thing?
no, it was just a sad moment. That's all it was. Sad times to be in.
Do you want to talk about it or no? We don't
Not
have
really.
to.
I'd
Okay.
rather not.
That's fair.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
So a lot of things.
I don't
going
even know her name.
So, like,
Didn't want to before, during, or after it. You know,
all right.
so
Well,
Yeah.
It was like a get it.
it was like everybody was drunk, and they're like,
Get it out of
"Yeah,
the way
okay,
kinda
well,
thing.
why not?" And then yeah.
So so.
But I did grab my first tit in a mall.
That's the weirdest thing.
It was weird. It was like right in public.
Was
Like
it
right in front of a
say-
fucking Taco Bell.
consensual?
What do you mean sexual?
consensual.
Oh, consensual.
Consensual.
No, it was consensual. Sorry. They said sexual. I was like, well, no, it was, yeah, it was.
Okay, what
She
happened?
was like giving them out, I guess. Like, I don't know. She was like, hey, like, tit
Oh,
grabs.
I know.
I've
the
never
kind
In
heard
of
middle
of
school, it was
person-
like the
I
kind
know
of bad. She wasn't
the
like.
kind of person you're talking about.
Yeah.
You ever been to a movie in the park
no.
over in the
Actually,
borough?
one time, and I was like super young. I was like in middle school or some shit.
Well, everyone went when we were in middle school. That was like the high. That was like peak
I don't know,
peak
dude.
time of
Mm-hmm.
going. That's where there was a lot of titty grabbing going out.
Titty grabbing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
By one specific individual. who
Wait,
I,
I
refuse
did.
to name.
I actually
You
did.
know who I'm talking
Is it
about.
N?
No. It's
Not-
M.
I'm thinking of Dean.
Right, how many
And-
names are going to bleep out this
Come
episode?
on, man.
I don't know.
The only
It's
person
okay,
who
it's
whatever.
Okay. We'll talk about it.
Yeah,
after.
But like,
okay.
yeah, so she was like kind of just giving them out in the mall, and like you had to know her enough to let you grab her.
So
tit.
weird. I don't
Yeah,
like
that is
that.
strange.
Like looking back at those kind of moments in your life, like middle school shit, you're like, that is
They're
so
very
cringe.
in the moment,
so
like
cringe.
hormonal.
So cringe.
Yeah, it's just like everything's all whack. Fucking middle school is
But at the
terrible.
time, you're like, wow,
I
this
hate
is an
middle
awesome
school.
moment.
I kinda,
Hated middle school.
I like look back and embrace the cringe. Like you know how they
Yeah.
always, how they always say, like, oh yeah, you should have done all that shit in high school because looking back, you like would
Yeah.
have regretted it.
Right.
I totally understand that now. Like just think about
Middle s-
imagining
yeah.
asking out like the hottest girl you know, and then looking back, so you can be like, yeah, I asked out the hottest girl in the school.
See,
Yeah,
your kids would
true,
be like, "What?
true.
You did that?" You'd be like, "Yeah,
Right.
I just did it."
At least you had the balls.
See, I'm never embarrassed of my things because I know that both my parents have done like way worse.
Okay,
so
yeah.
especially my
I mean,
one
like,
parent.
The,
So
the standards are a little different for that. But
yeah. So I mean, I feel like back then, since there was no cameras and no like
It's
social
totally
media
different.
stuff,
Yeah,
they would
everything's
just do
different,
whatever
yeah.
the fuck
Oh,
they
yeah.
want, like
So-
anything.
Interestingly enough, I was over talking with the guy who does like auto tag transfers because I was setting up everything with the new car, and he was telling like me and my uncle about how back in maybe even just like the 80s, they would go over and there's this thing called like they called it just like the corner yard, but it was a farm property and it went way back, like probably 100 acres at least of total property, and they'd go right behind the tree line and just have a 300-person party, like massive bonfire,
Jeez.
people
Jesus Christ.
gathered all
Fucked.
around, and the cops couldn't see it from like the street, so they just didn't give a shit.
That's
That's just how
awesome.
things were. They're like,
That is
hey,
so cool.
no
Yeah.
one's complaining, we can't see it, so
That is probably like like Project X shit, but
I mean, like
before
that's
Project
that's
X.
the kind of rules they were going by. They're like, hey, if they're not disrupting anyone, and like
Right.
My mom almost went
We
to
can't see 'em.
my mom almost went to the Bahamas with like a rich dude on his yacht with her sister.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Well, why
yeah.
did she
like
say
when
no?
she was like younger.
Why
That's
did
what
she
she
say
said.
no?
She's like, I should have went on the yacht. No,
Yeah.
I don't know. Mom, hope you don't care of me saying that, but whatever.
in retrospect, But
Isn't
like
that crazy though?
Yeah.
I was
they,
at a-
they had so much different shit back then.
same thing. My friend's parents, they called this one like the second woods because they would go through like a huge yard and then they go through the woods and then there was a huge clearing. But
Yeah.
after that clearing, there was the second woods, the next
Oh.
line of woods,
Oh.
and they said back
Like
then,
level 2.
they'd have the bonfire. They're all smoking weed, drinking, singing songs because like him and all of his buddies like played music. He was
We
in a
don't
band.
recommend smoking weed or doing any drugs or alcohol.
Yeah, it's illegal in,
Yeah.
in the state.
Make
but
sure you're
any
of
experiences-
age to drink when you're 21.
or you're
and
consuming in a legal state.
exactly.
But yeah, they'd all
Right.
gather around. They just play their
Definitely.
music. He was in a band.
No
it
ball,
sounds so chill.
no blow, no fucking 8 balls. No,
Kind of like
no
the flow
meth.
Danny has going right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a giant bald spot here. You know what? Let's talk about that.
Yes.
Cut to me.
I
Real
was
quick.
just gonna,
Cut to me.
There, you cut.
Look at this. Like, if you just dig in there.
So Danny's got an underlying issue of early male baldness. Now, as much as it might be embarrassing to most people, it's
Was a
very
commentator
common.
for
So as someone who avidly listens to podcasts, For Hims is like the #1 sponsor of male podcasts where they like talk about male balding and
Oh boy, that
I
was
feel
my
like
phone.
I feel like it's
during
just,
the sponsor.
I feel
know,
like
right?
it's just something you gotta accept, you gotta be proud about, and you're taking action early
Right.
Wait, so should we be shouting out that company to try to get them to sponsor us?
if they want to. I mean,
That'd
like
be
I'm cool
awesome.
dropping.
Oh, no,
their-
no.
we're not plugging them. We're just dropping.
You know,
their
this
names.
is better for the viewers that we're not sponsored by them because I'm on it now. I just
Right.
started.
An honest,
So we're gonna make some. We'll see. Look at it now.
and we'll get back to you in a couple months.
And we might need to get a zoom camera for this, but
I
like,
have my third shout out, if that's okay, guys.
look at that. Wait, go back to
yeah,
me.
yeah.
Real quick.
Oh, whoa.
See?
Yeah,
Nice.
See
it's
that?
a
Do you see that
bit.
little dent right there? The little fucking dent?
Yeah, I see a little patch right after the front line.
Yeah,
You know?
that's what I'm trying to fix. So
Well,
we'll see.
I'm glad that I convinced you to like start now.
I
before it's-
appreciate it.
That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, I didn't know
Yeah.
that. That's
Because
awesome.
you got two options. You either
Shave.
call it quits and you shave it.
Right.
You go, this isn't coming back. I'm getting rid of it.
Right.
Or B, you start taking medication for it. Hope
Yeah.
hope it revives itself before it's too late.
Or pull
Right.
a LeBron, just hide it until you can't anymore. Just
Well,
keep putting
Yeah,
fake,
I know.
fake hair there.
I was
Just
gonna
keep putting
say,
fake
yeah,
hair until.
transplant.
Yeah,
See, he can afford plugs or something. He could
Right.
do something.
that's
I don't
true.
know why
yeah.
he doesn't.
Well, he has a bunch of times.
Yeah.
It just
Seriously?
keeps going
Yeah.
away. Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. Because he like cuts it too.
Right.
Yeah. Because else he doesn't, it gets all like weird and matted and shit.
Right.
So
Should I put the hat back on?
third shout out of the day already. Shout out Munch Pack. I know this is in the Munch Pack episode,
true.
but shout out Munch Pack. The
us up.
owner of Munch Pack really is an awesome guy and reached out and gave us a nice pack to try. So
Thank you.
that was awesome. And I have my Munch Pack coming tomorrow actually.
Kind
Kind of shitty timing, but
yeah.
we'll take care of it. We'll get it done.
Mhm.
But good people over there. They really know what they're doing. They do things right. They really care about their consumers.
I hope they
Tell
check
you
us
that.
out. Maybe they shoot us a plug.
Yeah,
I'm
well,
like
maybe they'll check out our
blue.
podcast. Really appreciate that. Even though we just talked about balding and
Some-
middle school
yeah,
boob
yeah.
touching and
Some
shit.
unrelated,
Well,
some
yeah.
unrelated things. That's
Yeah,
okay.
It's
fine.
It is what it is.
Yep.
So
A lot happened in the world in the last couple weeks. We have the viruses and shit going on.
Coronavirus.
Sam's probably looked into that a little bit.
Oh, dude,
Sam's big
I
into
just
that
I
shit.
love hearing how at first the cases of coronavirus were like far and few between.
Yeah.
Um, And then slowly but surely we just are like, oh yeah, it's in 21 different countries, and everyone's like, whoa.
Yeah, right.
Like as if they expected China to release accurate results in the first place. Like I don't
That is
think
true.
China's not very
No,
renowned.
apparently they're hiding a lot of cases.
Yeah,
like tons.
They're at like 2,100 deaths as of now.
Yeah, it's not good.
That's-
Definitely more than that.
Oh, definitely more than that.
Yeah.
I've seen clips on Twitter where they're
Ghost towns.
they're hunting people down. Like they'll find them who are like witnesses, I guess, had said they were sick, and they're like pulling them out of their houses and throwing them in vans, like forcing them into vans and being like, "We need to quarantine you."
Right.
Jeez, dude, that's scary shit. I
Yeah.
really don't want to get that.
Stop eating bats. That's my.
I had
Keep your hands clean.
Yeah.
They say it's like transmitted through. I think they said human to human contact. So like that consists of like when you cough, that saliva that comes out. That's what contains the virus.
Right.
So like if you're washing your hands all the time, keeping them clean, you're not putting them in your mouth, putting them near your nose, then you should be all right.
I had someone at work. His kid goes to school with another young person, the second grader, died from the flu the other day. And that fucked up, man.
Oh shit.
That
Yeah.
happens.
And it was quick. It was like that's what. See, I understand people with the vaccines and shit. Like, I understand maybe not get every vaccine there is possible, but like, imagine if your kid died and like you had the chance to get the flu shot and you didn't.
Oh yeah.
I mean, like, I think we're at a point where, like, the flu... I mean, I don't get the flu shot now because your odds of not getting it from taking it are, like, so low. It's like, well, you could. It may or may not help. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I get the flu shot.
I
always
get
do.
I got it.
I think with my work I
Shoot
have
me up,
to. I
man.
think we
I don't
have
give
to.
a shit. I'll take all of it.
I think with my work we have to actually.
Really?
Yeah, like for health insurance reasons.
I haven't had a flu shot in, like, 3 years. So, sorry if I get the flu and give it to you guys, but...
Well, you'll
I got the
probably won't
vaccine.
get it. I had the vaccine. Yeah.
when was the last time you remember me being sick?
Right now.
I'm not currently sick.
I haven't been sick in a long
true.
time.
Wait. You just thought now I was sick and then I said I wasn't. You're like,
No,
yeah, true.
I thought you meant like a self-analyst of us.
I think he
When
thought you
I
were
was
trying
sick-
to see how often he gets sick. You know.
Right.
I think he's a little stupid.
No.
That was
I'm
a
sorry.
weird.
This is,
that was a weird
all right, this
understanding.
happens all the
Totally
time.
lost.
You particularly, you'll say something and I'll answer the question, be like, "That's not what I asked." I'm like, "That's exactly what you fucking asked." Right? He does that, right?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Discord,
what you're saying.
our late night Discord conversations.
I don't.
No, that's
remember
because
that
I just
being
watch
like that
videos and don't
explicitly.
listen to you guys.
Are you wait? Are you talking about me or Troy?
Troy.
Okay, so you'll ask him something.
No. Troy will ask me something.
Right.
I know you've been in Discord calls.
Right.
I'll answer the question.
Yeah.
And I'll say that's not what he asked.
No, there was one incident like the other day that was so bad, and you were
Yes, I was like, "That's all you asked."
the way
me.
you responded was terrible. I forget what it was.
You just have to know.
I wish we
when,
were-
if he's watching something, you have to kind of understand. Like you have to guess when he's watching something, which is normally
Right.
kind of easy to tell. He'll ask you something, and he's not.
Listen,
he doesn't
you
care
know,
what
If
the
I'm in a game
response
with
is.
you, I'm not
He's
watching
asking
anything.
because
Right.
that's what his brain is doing.
Yeah,
He
right.
doesn't want to. Like he doesn't
I don't
care
give a
what the
fuck.
response
Right.
is. Like he sure is expecting to hear words from your mouth,
Yeah.
but he's not processing what they mean.
Zero.
So you just have to be like, you could literally say anything. I've done it, and he's
The
just
way
like,
you have
yeah,
to
yeah.
check is either go on League and just look and see if I'm in a game. If I'm in a game, I'm not listening to a video.
Right.
If you go on Steam and see if I'm in a Steam game, I'm not listening to a video. Besides that, I'm listening to a video. Don't
Right.
give a shit.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So do your homework before asking me a question or talking to me.
Okay.
So yeah. It's rough. But yeah, anyway, back to the topic.
Oh,
at
yeah,
hand.
yeah.
Do you remember the last time that I've been sick?
No, I don't.
Do you remember last time I was sick?
No. Maybe before you had your nose surgery or your sinus surgery.
Well, I wasn't sick. I just had a fucking nose issue.
I guess. I mean, like, his allergies would cause him to just constantly
Yeah.
be congested, like,
Yeah.
year-round.
But I never got like
I get that too.
sick.
Like
Really?
my allergies make me congested all the time.
The only times I'd ever have problems, like when I was younger and stuff, was either allergies. I'd have to stay home from just being super fucking
Yeah,
allergic to
I
some
was
shit.
like I was saying, your allergies would get that bad
Yeah.
that you were just, like, sick.
Or I think this also was hand in hand with allergies. I would get like a throat itch like every morning almost in certain like seasons.
That's rough.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was with my allergy stuff because like fucking just.
Yep, I used to get sinus infections all the time.
Yeah, same. It was
Yeah.
bad. And I think I have to get it redone. Honestly, it's not feeling as good as I wish.
It sounds different than when you first got it, though.
Yeah. Madre's not gonna be happy to hear that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, she's gonna be like that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Mm.
He had a weird name too. I don't want to say it, but
Motherfucker.
no,
That's a
not
weird
what-
name.
That is a weird name.
Yeah, I'm happy we're back, guys.
I know.
We're gonna start posting more, getting the quality up. Obviously, you hear the sound. Hopefully, you notice.
Yeah, hopefully it sounds sick.
Once we get our
would
third mic, that is not Blue Yeti, unless they really make it happen for us. Fuck you.
Oof.
Not
Should I update them on my Accutane experience?
Oh,
Yes.
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 So I don't even know if I mentioned it on the podcast yet, but I started Accutane back in the beginning of October. Yeah, beginning of October. And first month or two, pretty rough getting used to it all because, it's a huge change from, like, being super oily, having super oily skin and, like, literally just being able to, like, slide and, like, butter a pan kind of shit.
Dude, that's disgusting.
It was pretty bad. And, like, my face got super dry, and it still gets really dry, but, like, at least now I know how to, like, manage it a lot better. But the first month or two, I was still, like, getting pimples here and there, yada, yada. And then by the, like, third month, right into, like, the beginning of third month, definitely by the end of the third full month, just, like, no pimples at all.
It looks great.
I haven't had a single.
Oh my God.
I haven't had a single pimple since then. So, like, since, I don't know, mid-December, right? Probably, like, early January, right when we went to MagFest. I think I was fine, and then I haven't had anything since then.
Right. Looks good.
I have a quick thing you wanted me to mention on the podcast.
Okay.
The updates on the car show stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
right,
Plus,
right.
I think Danny had something else that we were going to talk about too that you said you were going to tell us. Do you want me to just double check the group chat? See if you
Sure.
jog your memory.
I'll finish.
Oh,
up.
my
So-
story. Yeah, I remember.
Oh, you
Yeah,
remember?
I
Okay,
remember.
perfect,
go for
perfect.
Yeah.
Do you want to say it now?
No, wait. What's the car show thing?
Oh, well, I was telling him, I was like, I shot him a text because I saw an advertisement for the car show down in Philly. And he was like, or I texted him, I was like, yo, is BMW in the show? Like, did you get free, like, are you guys getting free tickets? Because normally anybody who works at
In the industry, right?
Right. They
Yeah.
like
They
the
get a lot.
manager, they just give him a ton of tickets. Anyway, I asked him if he had any, and he was like, no, we actually like pulled out from the car show this year. And he was like, us and Mercedes-Benz did.
Yeah.
So he was going to explain to me why.
Yeah, so last year we actually pulled out. It was the first year we pulled out. This year Mercedes joined us. So it's more towards the premium brands because, I'll explain it this way. So every company sends a certain amount of cars to the car show, BMW, Mercedes, whatever.
Right.
And all those cars that are sent by the corporate, like by the companies, BMW, they come from factory right to the car show, cleaned, whatever, made look good. And after they're done at the car show, they're then sent to the closest dealers, the local dealers. And almost every single one of those cars has, like this is what I was told from my manager who takes care of them, roughly from $4,000 to $7,000 worth of damage per car. And because every car is coming in like that, so damaged, the premium brands they don't want these dealerships taking these cars that are so, trashed and repairing them and losing money on them because they don't think that the car show is, well, certain car shows are. So they still do the major car shows. But the Philly one particularly, they don't think that for the premium brands it's worth it for the audience because a lot of people going to the car shows are looking at the lower priced cars. And even if they are looking at the more expensive ones, it's not people that are in the market for them. It's just to get the wow of it. So if you're going to go look at a premium brand, usually you're going to the dealerships and actually looking at them.
Right.
Because why wouldn't you? If you're close enough to the car show, you're close enough to plenty of dealers. And nowadays there's dealers that are lined up next to each other.
Right.
So that's where you're going to go find out about the car, drive it.
Yeah.
People who buy cars nowadays usually won't buy it unless they actually drive the car. So they just think it wasn't worth it for the money they're paying to repair them. And that's why they pulled most of them. So they were coming with leather damages, like ripped up, gum on the, underneath things, just disgusting. Like these cars were trashed.
Right.
So we'll see if we ever come back to it. But I think the best idea would be put maybe one or two of like brand new remodels of cars so that you can get the word out, but not 6 or 7 of cars that have already been out for a while. Because people have seen them already. People have seen them on the road.
Right.
So just try to get the name out for the remodels and take the damage on the one car that you put there. So
Right.
that's the idea I think is best.
Yeah, like, not that I doubt the amount, like, the cost of damage that's done to the cars, but, like, when I go, I've always, like, obviously sat in, like, the nice Mercedes to be like, I'm not gonna buy that right now, but Troy's right. I'm, like, just sitting in just for the wow factor,
Yep.
But when I get in them, they're, like, never too damaged. Like, maybe there's, like, dirt and stuff on the floors, but it does make sense that they pull, I would think to do what Troy said. Go from like 6 or 7 cars down to like 1 or 2.
Yeah.
Like there's no reason to put that many cars in.
Remodels that just came out, that kind of
Yeah,
thing.
the
Like
brand
new
new
model years,
right.
yeah.
The brand new model because there's always new ones like right at the turn of the year. So they have something to show. They show off the new product, but they have no reason to show off like I don't know a 2018 Model 3. There's no.
I'll
point.
look into it more, see if like my manager was the one telling me about it, so I don't know if all of it's 100%. He's the one who got the cars
Sorry,
from
3 Series, not Model 3.
Yeah, he's the one who got the cars from the actual car show, so I take his word for it, but I'll double check with
Right,
people and
right.
see
I
what's
mean, like,
going on.
I believe it. I'm sure at the end of the day, there's like tons of slams and dings and whatever it is.
Yeah, I mean, even like scratches all over
add
the
the
paint.
$400 it costs to detail a Mercedes Benz.
Right.
Yeah, so or just like your zipper, walking by it.
Scratching it,
Plenty of people
yeah.
wearing that kind of stuff. Belts, kids who are climbing all over the cars. It's just it's a lot.
Yeah.
So.
Remember they had a really cool like Jeep thing where like
Oh, that's
Yes,
always
I was
there.
gonna
Yeah,
say-
that's always
that
there.
shit was awesome.
Yeah, I was gonna say I'm sad I haven't gone in like the past 2 years
Mm-hmm.
because when I used to work at a dealership, they gave me tickets. I'm like, dude, I'm totally going.
Yeah.
It's like that off-road course, right?
Right. Yeah.
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 They used to
I
have
mean,
rock climbing too.
The line for that was atrocious, so I
Yeah.
didn't
It was.
go on that. But like still going to the car show is cool. I
Yeah.
have an interest in cars, and obviously I can't buy every single car that's there, but I like to look and like window shop for cars essentially.
Yeah.
And it's just fun.
Uzi's cars were there at the Dub show, at the Dub room.
Really?
It was last year. All of them are matte green.
Oh,
He has all
I haven't
matte
seen
green
those.
cars, yeah.
I should. I mean, I'm not gonna go, but like, I am kind of starting to wonder about getting a new car because mine's old, man.
Yeah.
Is it?
Old girl. Yeah. Almost at. Well, it is 175,000 miles.
It's pretty good.
That's
Getting good
pretty
value out of
good,
that.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
Break it down tomorrow to New York. So me and Danny are going to go to
Yeah.
New York tomorrow. We're going to go to this Ozzy Osbourne album launch party.
What's the album called?
Fuck if I know.
Is it free alcohol?
Yeah.
Oh, is it real? Oh, I'm so jealous. Oh, also adding on Accutane, you can't drink. Well, you can like have a drink, but you can't get drunk. So I've just been total.
This has been a very big barrier in our lives
Yeah, honestly.
together. This
Yeah.
fucking guy can't drink.
sober.
Magfest.
Yeah, sober Magfest is
Terrible.
it's not the best.
Next
I'll be
Magfest,
honest.
we better. Oof. Ooh.
2021 Magfest. It's gonna be good.
I plan on making up for it. I'm gonna be.
Good.
I'm gonna
Please,
hopefully be
please.
like waking up and just chugging a beer.
Yes.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, right.
Like I just don't. I'm gonna go from having been not
Yes.
drunk the whole time, to just being drunk as long as I can until the point where I'm like,
Yeah.
I need a grasp on reality.
Sounds like 2022, not going to be a
Get
drinker.
your own dinny. Get your own dinny.
my own. Oh God.
Get a,
oh, a
get
dinny?
Small.
A
Small.
yeah, right.
No. I definitely never get to what you would call sunny. The
Sunny.
The
There you
end
go.
part,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know?
Uh-huh.
I never get to that point. But I feel like I have a pretty good control of my alcohol consumption. I don't know. I never get out of control, so I don't think. I mean, like Cinny's a nice dude.
Cinny.
If that's,
Cinny?
if that's
I've never
and
met
Sunny.
Cinny. I've never been around
Cinny
you
and
drunk.
Sunny.
Simuel.
I feel like the
Simuel?
middle ground's always a
Simuel?
nice dude.
The
like
middle ground
Denny's
is
great.
perfect.
Denny's
Yeah.
great. I
And
love Denny.
I unlike Denny, I have a decent amount of control, so that I don't go off the deep end.
Right.
Hey guys, in the comments, if you'd like to let us know how you are when you're drunk, that'd be great. Hopefully you're fun, nice. If you're
Drink
sad, then
responsibly.
get
Make
happy.
sure you're of age, of course.
Of course, 21 and older. We don't want any 18-year-olds in the comments or
Right.
anything, or younger. That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, gross.
Yeah. that'd be
I
gross.
understand these clown kids think who they think they are.
Back in my day, we just played Magic and we kept to ourselves. No alcohol involved. Only orange juice.
That's how you kiss an ugly girl in the closet.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
how, that's how
Yeah,
that
look how
happens.
far I've gotten over here. All right.
Come on,
Right.
fucking live up to this. It'd be awesome.
Yeah. Exactly.
Dude, what are your guys' thoughts on having just missed the Jewel fiend of
I'm
high
so
school?
happy.
Oh,
so
thank
happy.
God.
So
so happy.
And Fortnite too. I'm glad I missed
Yep.
that.
right,
Ugh.
that was a big one.
Yuck.
I don't know. My freshman year at Penn State, dueling was like still a thing. Like it was there was no difference between like the high school dueling and the college kids dueling, except for like college kids could get it more easily, and it was
Right.
just pretty bad. But I feel like it's such like a different. It's such a different environment when you're in high school and you're like you have kids like puffing up clouds in the bathroom.
Clouds.
Yeah, right.
Love that term.
Like I remember
It is good.
Clouds.
people taking dabs in the bathroom, which
Yeah.
I don't knock, but
Knock
the whole
it.
like I don't know the
Do
whole
it.
just opting in for like a nicotine addiction I can't get behind.
We were so close, man.
Have you guys ever smoked a cigarette?
Yeah.
I want to say no, but I've smoked a spliff
Okay. I haven't done either.
in a legal state, of course.
So we have
They're not good.
a nun,
I
a
don't
middle,
like it
and a.
Yeah,
I
down
don't like it at all.
in DC.
Yeah, I've
Nah,
never done it again. I
yeah,
only did it
never
once.
done it.
It's not something where you're like.
I didn't even have the whole thing.
How about
I
Juul
took like
pods?
2 puffs and I was like, yeah, this is
How
disgusting.
about Juul? Have you ever used a Juul?
No, I've never used a Juul.
Yeah, I've had a Juul.
I've only done the vapes. Like remember I had the little tiny
Yeah, yeah.
shitty vape.
Yeah,
I got from
I've
Florida.
had a vape
I've done
and I've
those.
had
That's the only thing I had.
whatever the hell you had. I had. Was it a
probably
vape
vape.
pen? That was a
Yeah.
vape, right? And then cigars.
Yeah, I've never done that either.
I've tried a cigar, but I
about
haven't
it.
like fully smoked cigar. I like tried once or twice. It wasn't mine, so I was just
I think that's why I'm sick right now, actually, because I had a giant
yeah, yeah.
cigar
You told me
in
that.
Tennessee.
Oh yeah, dude,
And,
you seem to like fuck up your throat a lot. Like, remember
As soon as, if I smoke something,
your
my
sinuses
throat's
and
fucked.
shit? No, not just that. You when you were at work and the whole dust thing happened.
Oh,
remember
yeah.
that? We
Yep.
informed the podcast watchers.
I think so. Yeah, because
did,
that was the other time I was sick.
I'm thinking that's going to be a long term.
I think so too. I think I might be
that.
really messed up.
Your
because of
respiratory
that,
system
yeah.
is fucked.
So I'm wondering if like there's like phlegm in my. This is my theory right now. There's phlegm. There's like juices sitting in my lungs,
Yeah, fluid.
and the smoke activates the juices. So like because you know why?
Why?
Because I got this sickness and I had a cigar. I've had tons of cigars and I never get like fucked up.
Okay.
But ever since then, ever since I've had something to smoke, like I get congested again and I get all this phlegm and like runny nose.
Oh, Danny, your story. Fuck.
Oh yeah. Okay. So we were.
Let's
supposed
finish
to
it off
record
with
yesterday,
this. Let's finish off
Right.
with that.
Yesterday was.
Wait. Do we want to finish the whole smoking conversation first? Or?
Well, what was the?
Well, what was it?
Sorry, I was watching a video.
Well,
Yeah, right, yeah.
I was gonna add that like whenever I have hot smoke going in my lungs, that it's similar to like. I feel like it's just lung irritation, which creates the phlegm. It's not like it sparks it up. It's
That's probably what it
creating
is.
more.
That's what it is. That's what it is. But anyway, okay, so we were supposed to record yesterday, I think, right?
No.
Right. Well,
2 days ago, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Before we were supposed to record before, but I couldn't because I was like, what does this have to do with anything? I don't even
I don't
want
know.
to
I
tell
don't
this
know.
part.
Yeah.
Forget
I thought
that
this
part.
was leading into the story.
I just realized it doesn't at all.
Well, I guess we just head.
We're all a little tired, guys. It's a little
It's
late.
late.
We
It's late.
we
It
set
is
up this
late.
mixer.
It is
It took
late.
way too long.
Yeah.
Blue made a big problem with that.
Blue fucked us.
Yeah,
They've
fuck
stumped us.
you.
Yeah, I'm gonna make somebody blue. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I know what
Anyway,
you're saying.
all right. So I work overnight in this building that's very large, and so I get a call at about 3:00 almost exactly.
Not good.
And it's the security lady. She's like, "Hey, can you come down here?" I said, "What's going on?" She's like, "Just come down here. I'll explain it." Very bizarre. I'm already
Sketchy.
Yeah, it's sketchy.
But like, okay, preface that. I'm thinking that it's just a tech issue, and she wants me to fix something because they're not very competent.
Right.
And this will all play together. That little tidbit.
Right.
They're not competent.
Been there.
So I'm like, I go downstairs. Hey, what's going on? She's like, okay. There's this guy up front right now. He's been trying to get into the building, like almost all night, and he won't go away. That's what I'm told. I'm like, okay. This is not my problem, by the way.
Exactly. You should be like,
I
great.
shouldn't be.
Have fun
Yeah,
dealing
right.
with
I'm
it.
like, I
You
should
should
have
feel
said.
you
what I
should feel
should have said-
protected.
Right. What I should have said was you should call the cops.
Correct.
But that's not what I said. I said, okay, I'll take care of it. So all right. So I
motherfucker,
go
dude.
outside. And
Oh, Jesus.
There's this guy trying to get in. I say, hey, what's going on?
Is it like a gate or something? Like, can you?
It's
paint
like
a
it's like an
picture?
office door. Okay, yeah, sure. So if you've ever been like an office building in like a major city, you'll typically have like so your outside door, you go in, there's like a little room.
Right.
Then you have another set of doors. So the outside most doors are unlocked all the time. The other ones they have to be opened by the security desk. That's
Okay.
way back in the hallway.
Okay.
So is he inside?
He's in that little
Of course.
little
Cubby.
thing
Yeah.
there. That cubby,
Gotcha.
yeah, sure.
Motherfucker.
So I go out there. I say, hey, what's going on? How can I help you? And he's not responsive at all.
Crackhead.
Like completely not fucking like not even on this planet. So I'm like, okay, this is annoying.
How secure are these doors?
You can't get
It's-
in. Like you have
it's
to hit a
called-
button and then it'll open up.
It's called a man trap. They're
Yes, it's a man trap. Thank
No,
you.
yeah, I know,
Yeah,
but I'm
designed
saying
to,
like,
only
are
let-
these like could he break through these doors or no? Are they heavy
I
duty?
don't think so. They're
Okay.
heavy duty.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think he could.
He'd
They're,
have to
they're
be
essentially outside doors. You know what I mean? Like for weather and
Right.
shit.
Gotcha.
Right.
So he's not responding to me. So I say, all right, like, what do you want? Like, do you need help or something? And he says, I left something in the building. So like, okay, like where is it? He says it's in like the way back, which I don't know what that means. I work in a very massive building, so the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
back doesn't
He's
really help.
clearly just lying.
Yeah.
Like, okay, just stay here and I'll check what's going on. So he's in the man trap, can't get in. I go over to the security officer. I say, hey, like he said that he was in here and he left something. And she goes, yeah, well, I saw him on the cameras before I called you and he was in the building. I'm like, okay, that's a huge problem. Like, this is going to launch a whole investigation. Like, how did he get in the building?
And this wait. So this dude was in the building and he's not supposed to be in.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
somehow
Yes.
he got out of the building and he locked himself out or something.
Well, yeah. So I'll get into like the whole thing, but.
Right. Sorry. We
So
interrupted.
no, it's all right. So he got into the building somehow. He wasn't supposed to be, and he left something here. That's all I really am working off of. So I have to go back upstairs and I have to scrub through the cameras to like see what's going on.
Right.
And so I'm just looking to see where he might have dropped something. So I find him. He comes out of a door that he could not have gotten into normally. Like it doesn't lead outside. Like this guy was in the building. He drops a bag, and then he walks away. So I'm like, okay, I know where that bag is. I can get it. I'll give it to him just to get him out of the way. Then I'll, scrub the cameras later to see how he got in. So I get him the bag. I look inside the bag. It's just filled with like snacks, like Pringles.
When you
and shit.
say okay, what do you mean by bag? Backpack?
No, it's like a little plastic black.
Do you have a
bag.
snack bar?
A plastic? Oh, like a grocery bag.
Yeah,
Okay.
right.
Gotcha.
Do you have a snack bar where you can get those type of snacks that he took
Yes,
them?
yes,
Okay,
I do.
so he took the snacks.
So-
he was getting the snacks for his hunger.
So I don't know.
Investigating.
So
Hold
like
on.
I'm just like, okay, let me just get him out away so he can leave.
I've got my theory building.
So I hand him the bag. And I'm like, okay, here you go. Like, are you sure you're good? Do you need any help? Says, and he just stares at me. Staring at me, I'm like, giving him the bag. I know it's his bag 'cause I saw the camera.
I would throw it and close the
That
door.
was
You're
his.
crazy, dude.
So I'm like handing it to him. He finally takes it. He's like, thanks. And he leaves. I'm like, okay, this was very bizarre. Now I got to find out how the hell this guy got in. So first I go to the security officer and say, hey, what happened? So she says that throughout the night, this guy was trying to get into the building. Now, typically what would happen is if somebody enters that man trap, the security officer will hit the button, let them in and see what they want, and then obviously take it from there. So she says that, he was trying to get in all night, never let him in. And then eventually he just left and went around the building, and that was it. I said, okay, all right, thanks. So I go upstairs, scrubbing through all the cameras. I keep seeing him. He's popping up all over this building. I'm like, how the hell did this guy get in? I can't figure it out. You know what I mean? I'm like, did this guy break in, like, through a blind spot that we have in the building? I'm starting to, like, kind of, like, get nervous that there's, like, an easy access to my building because, like, my whole job is security, essentially, because I'm a knock technician. So, like, we have to make sure that we know everybody who's in the building. So I'm like, all right, let me take a lap around the building just to see if there's any obvious breakpoints. I don't see anything. There's no way that this guy got in normally.
Teleporter.
So I sent out a message letting my managers know, like, hey, I'm investigating this thing. So I think we have an intruder. Somebody broke into the building, and I'm still going through the cameras. So I noticed a detail. This guy had a jacket on. Didn't have a jacket on when I talked to him initially, but he has one when he's in the building. So I'm like, okay, if I can find the jacket, I might be able to piece all this together. So I'm looking around the building. I mean, the building's very big, and we don't use a lot of it. So I'm in, like, weird fucking places that I've never been in.
On the cameras or
No, like
physically?
I'm walking through the building now. I'm like, if I was really fucked up right now, where would I be walking?
Because you're like looking for the jacket.
Yeah, I'm looking for this guy's jacket. I'm looking. I see a closet door. I open it up. There's his jacket sitting there, but there's piss everywhere.
Oh,
I mean, it reeks of urine. I'm like, fuck, man. I take the jacket. I'm like, okay, let me.
Piss
I
on the
look for his-
jacket?
No, it wasn't on the jacket, but like the room is covered in piss.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
I take his jacket. He's got everything: phone, wallet, keys. This guy, wherever the fuck this guy just went off, he's not getting back where he's going in.
Right.
Like, but he never came back. He never came back for his shit.
So this dude's real drunk.
Was the
now.
was the license
Really
was there
fucked
license
up.
in it?
Yep.
So the license was him.
And it was him.
Yep, it was him.
What the
Yeah.
fuck?
He left his entire life in this fucking building. So I'm like, I don't know what's going on. What I don't find, especially, is like a badge. So I know this guy broke in because there's no badge to get in and out of the building.
Did you ever find where he broke in at?
I'm getting to that.
Yeah,
Oh,
I was
okay,
gonna say.
sorry.
right?
Yeah,
Sorry, I'm so curious.
No, it's all right. So I have all of his info. I have everything on this poor guy. He was super fucked up. I'm like, what the fuck happened here? How did he get in this building? So I'm scrubbing through the cameras. I'm scrubbing through, and I find the earliest I ever saw him, which was outside in the front building, and I see that he walks into the man trap in the front. So I'm like, okay, let me see what's going on from the officer's perspective. So she opens the door for the guy. This is way earlier than all this happened, and next to so you have those doors directly to the left. There's another door, like that was unlocked. That shouldn't have been anyway, but it was. The guy comes in. I can't believe how dumb this is. He walks into the building. The security officer turns around. The guy sneaks into that left door. She turns back around and figures he left. So that was it. So that's how he got in.
Jesus.
Was this days before, or was this like?
Christ.
This all happened one night.
Oh, okay. So how early in the night was how long was he there?
He was probably in the building for about 2 hours.
That's so, dude. If you ran into that guy, that'd been the weirdest fucking
Oh,
thing
yeah.
ever.
It would've been weird.
if it was inside, because he actually left and came back for his snacks and not his
Right.
wallet. Oh
This is
my
actually
God.
like this girl should get fired, but go
She
on.
was.
100%.
She was.
Morally, yeah. But so he walks in the building. He's in a the door that he went in, I don't know how, but just a series of doors were unlocked that shouldn't have been unlocked.
Holy shit!
And he's getting around.
Man.
I found him in the garage where I park. He's in the garage. He threw up in the garage. He's walking around. He's like banging on the garage door to get into the building more. And the security officer came and talked to the guy at the garage door.
Where he threw up.
Where like right where he threw up, but she's talking to him.
The same girl.
Yes,
So that
same
turned her
girl.
back.
Yeah.
So like he is definitively
What
an
the
intruder,
fuck?
and she just talks.
So
to
it
him.
talks to him. I don't know what she says because I don't have audio.
This
but
guy must be really
Obviously
convincing.
something
talking.
stupid.
He must be so convincing.
Right, exactly. Then she closes the door on him and goes back to the desk.
What the fuck?
And he's still in the garage. This guy, and he can't get out because he has no ID badge. So this guy's just wandering the garage, starts going around. I'm guessing. I think after that point, that's when he went into that closet that I found, pissed everywhere, dropped his jacket. Then I find him on the side camera of the building, and he fell. So, like, to give you an example, like how my building works, every floor is about 12 feet tall. So, and it's on a slant. So like the main entrance, like you're actually a little bit above ground when you walk into my building. As you go back towards the back of the building, it's higher. Does that make sense?
Sure.
So this guy, like the back entrance, you're actually like above ground when you leave the back entrance, even if you're on the same floor.
Yeah.
And he climbed out of a window, fell onto a fire escape, and then he tumbled off the fire escape onto the floor.
Out.
Outside. That's how he got out. That's why this whole thing is so confusing.
Dude,
so,
this is wild.
Yes.
You must have
You
been.
guys have a lot
Yeah.
of security cameras
Dude,
too.
yeah,
Holy
we have a
shit.
ton.
He like followed him everywhere.
That's, of course. But
Yeah.
Danny must have been like, holy shit.
Yeah, right.
Holy
So-
shit. The whole story.
That's why you couldn't. Something happened that day where you couldn't do something. Like it wasn't just the podcast. It wasn't something else.
Oh, 'cause
Tyler
you
was
just
gonna
got
come-
called in for the
so I
morning
had to,
shift
I had to,
shit.
I had to go in
Oh.
early because that for me to
explain
explain all
everyone.
this shit.
This is epic.
So then, so I see him like fucking completely face first right into the concrete outside.
Oh my god.
After he falls out of the fire
It's
escape.
like 12 feet.
Yeah,
off the
it's
ground,
about 12.
face
It's like
wild.
about a 12 feet fall.
onto his face.
Yeah, because like the other thing is like the fire escape is not like a ladder; it's stairs with a dumbwaiter on it. So they need to be lowered before he can actually use it. It wasn't lowered; he just fell off. So then, that's why he came back in looking for his jacket, which I thought
He wasn't
at the time.
like bloody or anything.
No, he looked fine to me.
What is this guy?
fine.
What does this guy
He's
look
Superman.
like?
Just a
He's
white
Superman.
ginger kid.
Really?
Well,
like
I shouldn't say kid.
Like
He
how
was-
old?
He was probably a little bit older than me, so he's probably like 26, 27.
Jesus.
And this is
Christ.
Saturday night, by the way.
Did he
so-
like look homeless? Was he?
No,
shaggy?
he looked. I mean, he had a pretty bad beard, but no, he definitely wasn't homeless.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's fucking crazy.
So
How
he
did he
just
have money in
got
his
fucked up.
wallet?
He
Did
was
he
just
have like
he had money, he had
Keys?
credit
What
cards,
kind of keys?
car keys, house keys, everything.
Jeez.
As
dude.
far as I know, he never came back for it either. Because
sounds like he was like a relapse
You'd
or
have to call the
something.
cops.
It
but
honestly sounds like he was arrested.
Probably.
I mean, like, he must
I don't know
He must have fucked off somewhere else. And
because I know we never called the cops.
Huh?
We never called the cops.
Yeah, but I feel like someone else had to have. Or how did he not come back and get all of his stuff? His
I don't know.
phone, his he didn't. He obviously doesn't remember going
Because
to your building.
right, he either doesn't remember that we went there. I tried charging his phone and see if anybody would call him, but nobody did.
Oh, so it was locked.
No, I was like charging it just to see if like somebody would call eventually.
No, I'm saying was the phone locked? You couldn't lock the phone.
Oh yeah, it was locked.
I was gonna say you could call the person.
So, the funny thing though is like 2 days ago, I was looking at the phone and like notifications kept coming up that he was like canceling all his cards. So I don't think he knows where the fuck his shit is. But anyway, yeah. So obviously they fired the fucking security guard because she was completely incompetent.
fucking dumbass. Like, dude, imagine
yeah,
if
it
it was
was a
someone
wild
else.
night.
Like,
It
you're
was
the
a
only
wild
one there
night.
at night, right? Like, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much just me and
Yeah,
her.
the
I
guy could
guess.
have fucking killed you.
So I know, right?
That's actually insane. He
Yeah.
got through. He snuck around. He went through some random pattern of unlocked doors.
Yeah.
This guy
to-
is insane.
So where he found snacks in his backpack.
Oh right. So those snacks. Right. I forgot to mention the snacks. So like behind the security desk, there's like a little vending room, I guess you would call it.
Okay.
And it has just a bunch of snacks.
Desk.
He walks into there. He walks in.
Whoa, into the room behind the
behind the
security
security desk. Walks in, grabs snacks, puts it in a bag, and leaves.
This security guard is either the
Awful.
worst security guard in existence, or this guy is just really good at being not seen.
I mean, no, because he's all over the cameras. Like he wasn't hiding.
Well,
He
yeah,
just
he-
had no idea where he was.
I don't know.
Absolutely
That's
no
wild.
fucking idea.
Yeah, he was legit totally lost.
And I looked at his
best-
eyes. I was like face to face on them.
Nothing.
Absolutely red eyes. Like they look gross. You know what I mean? Like gross.
I mean, why-
like he was on some hard shit.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
why do you think he looked at you and took 10 seconds to respond?
Yeah. No, I don't know what it was.
He had
I
no
fucking,
idea what you were
dude, those
saying.
people scare me. The people who's not
Yeah.
there, like
Yeah.
mentally.
Oh yeah,
just
it's
nothing.
completely gone.
He absolutely had no idea.
Yeah.
What
I
you were
said
saying.
I sent a video of them earlier. I was like, just saw a head shaker. Like people just like sit there and
Oh yeah,
fucking
I know.
like
you see it all over.
yeah, and they have no idea what's going on.
So Yeah, that's why. And then so I had to get up early and like have a whole meeting. I wasn't in trouble, obviously, but
Yeah.
like that
You actually did more
I
than
was
the
gonna say,
girl.
I know.
Did you get like a praise for being like, hey, well,
Yeah,
done?
they appreciated it, but I'm not like I got a raise.
Or no, I meant like just
I got a raise.
pat on the back.
Pat on the back. Yeah, pat on the back.
Everyone.
Pretty much. Although I think at the end of the day I should have called the cops. And I
Oh,
Yes.
100%.
pretty much went over
Yeah.
with it, but
Yes.
To be
to be fair, yeah.
with calling the like obviously you go to the cops would have made the whole situation better because they would have helped you investigate
Yeah.
everything. You'd be like, here's all of his shit. Just please.
Yeah,
like,
right.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
You know.
Do you still have his shit, or you give it to your people at work?
No, they have it at work, as far as I know. I mean, I know the
I was
manager.
gonna say,
took it,
yeah,
but
you
I don't
shouldn't
know.
keep it. Yeah.
And but to be fair, like the only reason I didn't call the cops is because like the situation is not very clear to me. Like I have to piece everything together because the security lady wouldn't tell me when she called me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I go downstairs, I just see some fucking guy trying to get in the building. Like, what the hell's going on?
Fucking
So,
wild, dude. That's awesome. That's a crazy story, guys.
That was epic.
yeah.
I love
Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
fucking wild.
any people watching and have any crazy stories ever happened to you in your life, scary stories, life-threatening stories, we want you to drop them right down in the comments. If you enjoyed the podcast, also leave us a little note. Tell us you enjoyed it. If not, dislike it, and please tell us why. We really appreciate that. Again, you can find us on Google Podcasts, Spotify.
Oh, I thought you were passing it around. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
So you say say the first thing again.
Google Podcasts,
Stitcher.
Apple Podcasts.
SoundCloud,
What else?
Fuck
YouTube.
YouTube.
Oh, and also iHeartRadio, brand new.
Oh!
Hey!
And to be fair, it's still pending. But I
Okay.
see no reason for them declining us.
Right.
So
We seem like good people.
that's
Hell
a
yeah.
big one. If you guys are out there
Quality
using
folks.
iHeartRadio,
Right.
That's
Check us out.
that's a legendary story right there, everyone.
That's a good story.
That's exciting stuff.
bravo, Daniel.
Let us know if you noticed the sound difference as well. We'll be getting another mic to make things a little better. We brought the vibes back. We got the pop toys. Post Malone. I'll see you soon. It's gonna be an exciting concert, and we're glad to be back, right, boys?
Hell yeah. We're back. We're back and better than ever, in my opinion.
I
Except
agree.
for the -1 mic.
I agree. And one last thing,
Oh.
since we haven't got our animated intro yet, Danny, take it away.
Ah, fuck. What do we even talk about in this podcast that I could even possibly tie?
Don't do drugs, kids.
You know what? Let's make it about Ryan. I think that's wholesome.
Go for
Ryan, it's his birthday today as we're recording.
Yes.
Damn.
With only negative 16 minutes left in the day.
All right.
As of 60 minutes ago, it was his birthday
Okay.
yesterday.
Well, Ryan, look. Hey, you know what?
deep.
Korean time. I think it'll even out. You know what? All right, this is true. This is a quick story. Quick. I used to call him a crackhead, crack baby. Remember that?
Yes.
I would come down here. He was fucking wild, that kid. But now, fucking awesome. I actually really do like Ryan. He's a really cool guy. He's been supporting us all the way through. He's
love
always
him.
believed in us.
Yep.
He's a great guy. Troy, I'm glad you're friends with him. Because I was like, Troy, that's probably your worst friend. I was definitely wrong. And you know what? Why I'm saying this? Because I think it's fair to him that, he should know that what my opinions of him were. You know what I mean?
Let's
Yep.
hope
I
you
don't want to be
watched-
two-faced. I don't want to be two-faced
Right.
while I'm praising him. Like, hey, that's the truth, man. But you've been great. So thank you, Ryan. And
Thank
happy
you,
birthday.
Ryan. Happy birthday.
And good
buddy.
night, everybody.
Good night.
Go with God.